Now, a strange discovery in a recent NASA photo has some saying these visitors haven't just been observing Earth.
Now, how are you feeling?
According to Kodak, yes, it is real. It hasn't been doctored. It hadn't been touched.
Photo has surfaced that a lot of people are claiming is proof that the Roswell UFO incident was real.
Makes you wonder, what other secret technology is the U.S. military working on now? And could they be working with allies from another planet?
From your backyard to Area 51, nowhere is safe from aliens. Government cover-ups, leaked videos, and shocking photos. Each story is stranger than the last. Are we alone in the universe? The truth is certainly out there, but can you handle it? A leaked video revealed NASA's secret guests. They caught 2 aliens and kept them in a dark room. One alien was numb, sitting in a wheelchair, so the scientists asked questions to the other, but its language was not understandable. Someone leaked this video, which the government had been hiding. Strict orders were made by them on further revelation. How the aliens got there and what happened to them remained a mystery.
Is there something you see over there? What do you see there, Johnny?
Gray alien caught in Brazil. Late one night in Brazil, something unbelievable happened. 2 soldiers found a gray alien in a room and captured it. The alien seemed to be trying to communicate. But the soldiers couldn't understand its strange language. Unluckily, they got in trouble for filming without permission. But that wasn't the end of the story. The next morning, the alien was quickly sent to a special unit in the United States. But what happened after that is a mystery. Did scientists study the visitor from another world, or did they send it back secretly? Leaked mystery.
So I take it aliens took over our future, right?
In June 1964, a video leaked from a secret government room showing an alien being interviewed. That video had been kept secret for years, but then a man some people may know as Edward Snowden shared it with everyone. In it, a person asked the alien how it got to Earth, and the alien's answer was shocking. It said it had always been on Earth, just traveling through time. Even more surprising, it claimed that humans are actually descendants of aliens. That alien seemed very calm as it shared these big secrets.
Why do we destroy ourselves with nuclear war?
It didn't seem worried about talking to a human at all. The government took action on how the video got leaked, and the man who shared it, for many reasons, was arrested. Mysterious crash. Something strange happened in a remote area when a group of hikers came across a shiny object half buried in the sand. As they got closer, they realized it wasn't just any object. It was a UFO. The hikers called for help, and soon the Ranger Force arrived. They found the spaceship's door open and followed a trail of odd footprints. To their shock, they discovered a creature unlike anything they'd seen before. It had a big head, huge eyes, and skin that looked like metal. The team carefully put the alien on a stretcher and took it away in a helicopter. Now, the UFO and its pilot are stored in a secret place. Scientists are studying them, hoping to learn about life from other worlds. Secret alien files.
A 1950s memo about space aliens and a UFO crash is the FBI's most searched for document online.
Old FBI files bring new life to a famous UFO story. In 1947, something unusual crashed in New Mexico and was named as the Roswell incident. The government said it was just a weather balloon, but not everyone believed that. Years later, in 1995, a film showed up. It looked like doctors checking a lifeless alien from the crash. Recently, some FBI files about Roswell showed up in Taiwan, in which they talked about 6 objects falling from the sky and lifeless aliens on stretchers. These files made people believe it was a UFO from which aliens fell. The Roswell mystery was back and bigger than ever. The Vanishing Visitor. People in a town reported seeing something strange in an old, empty house. They thought evil spirits might be living there. A brave ghost hunter went to check it out. As he opened a room door, his flashlight shone on a creepy creature. It seemed to be an alien, a small, pale being with black eyes. The ghost hunter ran away scared. When officials came to look, that creature was gone. The little one must have found itself a new home. Alien skeleton. A tourist, while hiking in Siberia's deep forests, found something strange. It looked like a skeleton, but not from any animal he knew. It had a human-like shape, but a weird, alien-like head. He didn't touch it, but poked it with a stick. He immediately called for help. The police came and took over the skeleton. Afterwards, no reports, no news, nothing was shared about it. It was like they vanished from the skeleton. He wondered what it really was and why no one was talking about it. Midnight surprise. Late one night, scientists in a secret lab made an amazing discovery. They found an alien. The strange being had a bald head, thin arms and legs, and a peaceful face. It was lying on a table, not moving. The alien tried to wake up, but it was too weak. Someone leaked a video of the scientists studying the alien. It seemed they wanted to keep their discovery a secret. Nobody knows what happened to the alien after that. Did it go back to home? Or is it still with the scientists? That mystery continues. Unusual friendship. One evening in a quiet forest, a scientist made one amazing discovery. He found an injured alien with shimmering blue skin and big eyes. The poor creature looked scared and hurt. He carefully took the alien back to his lab. He noticed weird glowing wounds on its body, unlike anything he'd seen before. Using special tools, he helped the alien feel better. He named that alien Lumina and kept it safe in his lab. Afterwards, he handed it over to government authorities who made special arrangements to send it back. The alien left him a glowing crystal to remember their special friendship. Alien body in secret lab. A secret lab worker at Area 51 risked everything to share this secret video with the world. The shaky footage showed a strange sight, a badly burned creature lying motionless on a stretcher. It had an unusual appearance. Its skin was all burnt up. People who saw the video thought the alien must have crash-landed in its spaceship nearby. Now, hidden away in Area 51's top secret labs, scientists are studying the mysterious visitor. What secrets will they reveal about our possible cosmic neighbors? The world is waiting eagerly for some answers. Roswell aliens. A shocking video leaked from a hospital had everyone talking. It showed what some believe are aliens from the famous Roswell UFO crash back in 1947. For years, the government said all the aliens died and were studied. But this footage told a different story. It showed strange beings on stretchers, alive and breathing. A hospital worker secretly filmed the scene, which made it evident the aliens are still alive from that incident. The video had sparked new interest in the old mystery. Forest creatures in Vietnam. Some hunters in Vietnam saw lifeless alien bodies lying on the ground that suggested they met a tragic incident. The hunters told forest officials about what they saw, and when those officials arrived, they were surprised. They carefully put them on a stretcher and moved them into their Jeep. No one knows where the forest officials took them from there, or what was done to them. Secret alien footage. One late night, a shocking video leaked from a secret government building, showing an alien lying on a stretcher. It had a wrinkled face and wasn't moving, seeming to be asleep. But when it saw the cameraman, it tried to say something. But the guy immediately left the area when it felt someone was coming. Everyone started asking, why was the government keeping aliens a secret? They started to wonder what other secrets the government might be hiding from them too. Sea monster. Something weird washed up on a beach. It was super tall with razor-sharp teeth and a face that gave everyone who saw it the creeps. It looked just like skinwalkers from those spooky campfire tales. Now, it was in the marine official's lab lying on a table. Maybe a fisherman caught it and officials just asked him to keep it a secret. Well, that secret's out now. So what do you think it could be? And why do you think the officials were trying to hide it? Let me know down below. Secret alien autopsy. In 1947, something crashed in Roswell, New Mexico. People whispered it was a UFO. Now, a leaked video claimed to show what happened next. The film showed scientists at an Air Force base in Ohio examining a strange body. They poke and prod, measuring every inch. Could this really be an alien from the Roswell crash? We may never know for sure. The authorities never shared what they had found. But the video has people talking again about that day in 1947, when something mysterious fell from the sky. Alien spotted. A young boy left the town in shock with his unexpected encounter. Two strange visitors appeared in a nearby building. They had big heads with huge black eyes and long arms that reached down to their knees. They were watching him continuously. He got scared as he realized he was seeing aliens. He quickly ran to alert his neighbors, but by the time they arrived there, the aliens had vanished without a trace. The police came to investigate, but found no clues. This sudden appearance and disappearance made them believe aliens visited the town. Quebec's Gray Visitor. Something amazing happened in a small town in Quebec back in 1992. The photos showed a tiny gray creature just like aliens you might see in movies. People started calling these pictures the Little Gray Discovery Photos. The photographer described the alien as appearing suddenly and vanishing just as quickly, leaving the whole town confused. Some locals still gather under the skies, hoping for another glimpse of the mysterious visitor from beyond our world. So keep gazing, you never know what you might just come across. Scary adventure. An adventurous explorer went into a dark forest at midnight. He was looking for the supernatural spirits people talked about, when suddenly he heard rustling in the bushes nearby. Quick as a flash, he pulled out his camera. A strange creature poked its head out from behind the leaves. It looked nothing like any animal he'd seen before, more like an alien from outer space. Just as fast as it appeared, that creature vanished back into the shadows. Then, the explorer heard a chopper hovering nearby as if waiting for the alien. Scared and confused, he ran back home. Las Vegas Visitor. One night in Las Vegas, locals saw a UFO fall from the sky. A strange being then came out of that UFO. It was an alien who was numb and suddenly fell on the ground. The locals called 911 right away, and it was taken to a hospital. Later, a team of scientists came to see that alien. The government ordered them not to further disclose any information they received from it. Now, Las Vegas has another big secret. Could you reveal it? Strange visitor. Some tourists were hiking through a dense forest when something extraordinary happened. A pale, skinny creature stepped out from behind the trees. At first, it just stood there staring at the shocked hikers. Its big eyes seemed to study them curiously. It looked just like an alien. As they moved closer, the creature suddenly moved away and disappeared into the forest as quickly as it had appeared. Those hikers left that area wondering if they'd really seen an alien or a spirit in those shadowy woods. Aliens in yard. A house security camera caught a weird creature standing in the yard. The creature looked like an alien out of movies, but it was hard to see it clearly because it was too dark at the time. But then another one appeared out of nowhere and ran across the yard. The first one then followed it and ran away too. The residents whose camera captured this were frightened. As news spread, locals moved out of their houses, but no aliens were there. Seemed like the aliens got invisible with their supernatural powers, or they time traveled. What do you think those aliens did? ATV ride. On a snowy day in 2016, two friends went for an ATV ride. One drove while the other filmed their adventure. Suddenly, a dog appeared, barking and running ahead like it wanted them to follow. Curious, they trailed after the dog. When it stopped, there, standing still and silent, was a slim creature with a big, round head. It looked just like an alien from the movies. The friends didn't stick around to find out more. They quickly turned their ATV around and sped away. Who was that strange being? That's a mystery they'll never forget. Jungle mystery. A wildlife photographer set up a trail camera in the jungle to film lions, but he got a big surprise instead. The camera caught a skinny creature with grayish skin. It looked confused and seemed to be searching for something. The next morning, the photographer was shocked when he watched the video back. He called forest officials, and they found a huge hole in the ground nearby. It looked like something had landed there. But when they searched, they didn't find anything but regular animals. That strange visitor had vanished. Mysterious mummy. One night, a villager made a strange discovery. Lying on the ground was what looked like a tiny gray alien, all dried up like a mummy. The villager was too scared to touch it with his bare hands, so instead he poked it with a stick. Carefully, he then placed it in a plastic bag. Not knowing what else to do, the villager took his find to a local museum. Now, experts are studying the mysterious mummy, trying to figure out what it really is. Could it be proof of alien visitors? Or is there another explanation? Las Vegas backyard visitors. One night in Las Vegas, a resident got a big surprise. He saw strange creatures in his backyard and called 911 right away. They were about 8 feet tall, and their eyes shone in the dark. There were 2 of them moving around constantly. Soon, the police came and took those creatures away, but they didn't tell anyone what the beings were. Were they really aliens or something else? The true identity of the Las Vegas visitors remained a mystery. Cave mystery. Thieves looking for treasure found something alive instead. They snuck into a Nazca cave in Peru at night. They were looking for mummies and artifacts, but instead they found something unexpected, a living gray alien. At first they thought it was asleep, but then it just moved his hand, which made them scared. They ran away as fast as they could. They never informed the police, as they feared being caught by them. Till now, they wonder what the alien was in that cave. Any guesses from you guys? Alien at Area 51. Friends spotted a sneaky visitor near a secret military base. They were looking around near Area 51, a secretive military installation. Suddenly, they saw something weird hiding in the rocks. It had a long head and a curly tail. When it stood up, they got a better look at it, and it looked like an alien from the movies. The creature seemed to hear them and got startled. But then, the strangest thing happened. A bright light appeared, and that alien just disappeared into it within seconds. Now you realize why people rarely get pictures of aliens. They're just too quick to catch. Multi-eyed mystery. Recently, scientists made an odd discovery where they found a round creature covered in eyes that moved all around its body. Its skin was bumpy and weird looking. The creature didn't look like anything they'd ever seen before. Some onlookers believed it came from another world. Maybe it was from aliens. Meanwhile, others felt a bit creeped out by all those moving eyes. As news spread, rumors started flying. Some whispered that the government was keeping secrets about where the creature really came from. For now, that multi-eyed mystery remains unsolved, leaving this case up to you. What do you think it could be, and where do you think it came from? Bigfoot sighting. Deep in the woods, something big was moving. A local hiker spotted a tall, shaggy creature with brown fur and huge arms. The thing stood almost 8 feet tall. The scared hiker quickly snapped a picture before the creature stomped back into the trees. Shaking, he ran to tell the police what he'd seen. Soon, the whole area was closed off. Officials asked everyone to stay away while they looked for clues. Was it really Bigfoot wandering in the woods? Or just a big bear? The investigation continued, but for now, that forest keeps its secrets. Flying tank. While walking through the forest, a guy saw something unbelievable. It looked like a military tank, but smaller and flatter. And here's the weird part. That thing was floating in the air. The person thought it might be a UFO with aliens trying to land. They quickly took out their camera to capture this amazing sight. But as soon as the floating tank noticed it was being watched, it zoomed back up into the sky. In a flash, it was gone, leaving behind a lot of questions about what's really out there in space. Haunted house. A group of friends decided to explore an old, creepy house. As they crept through the dark rooms, something terrifying happened. They spotted a pale, naked woman crawling up the rocks towards them. Her movements were jerky and unnatural, like something out of a nightmare. The friends froze in fear, their hearts pounding. Without waiting to see what would happen next, they turned and ran as fast as they could. They burst out of the house, gasping for air. No one went back inside to figure out if it was a real ghost or if it had just been their imagination. UFO landing at Area 51. Test pilots see something they weren't supposed to at a secret base. Some pilots were testing planes at Area 51. Suddenly, they saw something odd landing there. It was round and shiny, a real UFO that stayed on the ground for just a few seconds. When the pilots tried to get closer, it flew away super fast. The Air Force started looking for the UFO right away. They searched everywhere but couldn't find it. No one knew where it came from or where it had gone. Seems like the aliens are much interested in knowing the secrets of humans more than us. Tiny alien in a jar. While the sweeper was cleaning up a forest, he found a weird glass jar full of a slimy liquid. Inside was a tiny gray creature. It was a mini alien with big eyes and a huge head. He was shocked, but just then he remembered that a UFO was sighted many years ago in that area. Maybe this jar had been dropped by them. The cleaner took the jar to forest authorities. They looked at it closely and decided to secure it within a museum. Now, people from all over come to see this possible proof of an alien's existence. Cloaked cloud. In Moscow, people saw a weird cloud floating over the Andropov Avenue. It was huge and shaped just like a spaceship, almost like a cloaked cloud. It stayed there for a brief moment, slowly moving over the building. But by the time the police showed up to check it out, it just moved up into the clouds and disappeared. Air forces had been alerted, but they didn't find anything. Midnight Mystery. Two buddies were out for a late-night walk in their town, when suddenly a bright beam of light shot down from the sky. In a blink, one of the friends vanished in the air. The other guy was so scared, he ran away as fast as he could. But just seconds later, his friend appeared again, lying on the ground. The friend who disappeared couldn't remember anything. It was like he took a quick nap and just woke back up on the street. He felt confused and shocked. He hurried home, wondering what in the world had just happened to him. Did aliens take him for a quick look? We may never know the truth about the strange night in the city. Chupacabra Mystery. Stories about a blood-sucking creature first spread in Puerto Rico back in the 1980s. Farmers there said something was attacking their animals and drinking their blood. Later on, they claimed its body was seen floating in the river, but no one dared to bring it out, so it washed away. This was the Chupacabra. Since then, people in many places have claimed to see the Chupacabra. It's often described as a weird-looking animal with big eyes, sharp teeth, and spikes on its back. Its sightings were made, but no one was able to catch it till now. Spooky surprise in home video. A young boy was having fun with his dad's phone camera. He filmed his father sitting at the computer, focusing on the tattoo on his back. Then, the boy turned the camera to his own face for a quick selfie. Later, when they watched the video, they got a big shock. In one frame, there was a strange figure that wasn't there when they were filming. Some people think it might be a visitor from another world. Was it really a ghost being caught on camera, or some supernatural force? Whatever it was, it sure gave the boy and his dad a spooky surprise they'll never forget. Subway alien adventure. A strange passenger caused a big stir on a New York City subway. It wasn't any normal traveler, but an alien-looking figure. The weird scene happened right after some ex-military folks talked about seeing non-human things. It was also seen in a shopping mall. It seemed like it had gone shopping and then hopped on the train. But soon, it was caught. Officials quickly took that alien away, but the damage had been done. Everyone was scared. Was it a real alien or just a very convincing costume? What's your opinion? Spooky rooftop sighting. A group of adventurous friends went to explore an old, empty building at night with a camera. As they got close, they saw something weird on the roof. It was a pale creature with glowing eyes. They thought it might be a rake, a scary monster known for being sneaky. The men were scared, but decided to keep going. They peeked inside through an open window, but didn't enter. Just as they were about to leave, that creature appeared on the roof again, giving them a huge fright. Now, was that a real monster, or had their imaginations just been playing tricks on them? We may never know. Woodswalker. Two friends decided to capture drone footage of barren woods in the hopes of seeing if any animals were still there. But what they saw instead shocked them. A white creature was walking on all fours just like a skinwalker. Just when they tried to take a closer look, the creature noticed it and began to hide behind the trees. Suddenly, the drone beeped and the footage turned off. The scared guys left the area and decided to keep this sighting a secret, as no one would believe them. Purple tree climber. In a quiet Indian village, a farmer heard his animals making scared noises. He went to check and got the surprise of his life. As he looked around, he heard branches breaking in a nearby tree. What he saw next was very scary. A strange purple creature was climbing the tree. It had hands like an ape and a creepy smile on its face. The creature tried to hide, but the farmer caught it on video. When he went to get help, the purple climber disappeared. It's good that he had the video, otherwise no one would have believed this wild story. Park pillar hopper. A young man was enjoying a walk in the park when he saw a weird creature roaming freely. There, hopping from one park pillar to another, was a small creature that looked like a kid skiing. But this was no ordinary child. It was an alien. He ran to get help, but the strange visitor disappeared with its special powers when the man came back. As a precaution, the authorities sealed the park until their investigation concluded. Alien hand.
Aí a gente brincou falando, é uma mão humana.
A couple, while wandering along a coastal line, found a mysterious skeletal hand partially buried in the sand. Curious, they filmed the hand, noting its size and unusual appearance. Wondering if it was an extraterrestrial or from an unknown sea creature, they sought answers on social media, sparking speculation. That mystery intrigued everyone, but based on decomposition rates, marine biologists suggested it likely belonged to a cetacean, possibly a dolphin. Skinny scare.
Una persona, un anciano.
The hosts were showcasing the aftermath of severe weather when they saw something completely otherworldly. A strange creature emerged from the floodwaters as they explored Santo Domingo, following the host. Locals speculated it could have been the ghost of a flood victim, or even a paranormal entity like a skinwalker. The incident left viewers puzzled and intrigued, sparking a debate about the supernatural. Many people have tried to figure it out, but to this day, the identification of this skinny creature is still unknown.
Mira la escalera, ¿cómo podría bajar una persona, un anciano?
Preserved alien. Recently, a terrifying video has made rounds on the internet, showing a strange creature preserved in a container filled with green fluid. Some speculated it might be otherworldly beings, while others suggested it could be an undiscovered species. However, without concrete evidence and further information, that creature's true nature remains a mystery, leaving us with questions and curiosity. Open discussion. In the woods of Brazil, a local person made a sad discovery during a walk. He found a lifeless alien covered in stems. The alien eyes were wide open, as if telling a story of what had happened. No one knew where it came from or how it ended up in the woods. He performed a final ritual and buried the strange visitor. The alien story remained a mystery, but at least it found peace in that Brazilian forest. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.